Welcome everybody to the second episode of Simon Said What. I would like for y'all to add us on Simon Said What on Facebook, or you can follow us on Twitter at Simon Said What TM. First things first, shout out to our YouTube contestant who answered the question from the first episode. Shroom Stomper from YouTube, thank you so much. You gave us the correct answer. We want to thank you for participating. The question was, who was the only Mexican fighter to beat Sugar Shane Mosley? The answer is, no Mexican fighter has ever beat Sugar Shane Mosley. You can label him as a Mexican assassin. He's never been beat by a Mexican fighter. Moving on, guys. Well, today I want to bring up the NFL draft. A lot of stuff went down. First things first, I want to get on Seattle Seahawks fans, and I also want to get on the Seattle Seahawks management and coaching staff. Seattle Seahawks fans, if you agree with me, I want you to hit the like button. But what in the world was that coaching staff thinking? Drafting Bruce Irvin when you had Dante Hightower sitting right there. You got Marcus Trufant, who is starting to play like Terrence Newman. He should have been out the door. The Seattle Seahawks should have let the Broncos sign him. Y'all should have went after a cornerback. After that, y'all went linebacker, quarterback, running back, defensive tackle, outside linebacker once again, and then finally in the 6th round you decided, we need a cornerback. I felt y'all missed out on a great opportunity to solidify that defense. Y'all did a great job, and I thought y'all were on the way to having y'all's great defense back from the early 2000s. Y'all missed out. In my opinion, y'all missed out. Y'all hit the nail on the head with Earl Thomas, and he is the cornerstone of that defensive backfield. And you know it too, Seattle Seahawks fan. You know it too. All right, next team I want to bring up, Dallas Cowboys. Lots and lots and lots of damage was done by the Dallas Cowboys this offseason. Hats off to Jerry Jones if he let Stephen Jones put his input, because let me tell you what, they lit the free agency up. They lit the draft up, in my opinion, and addressed almost every single hole that they had in the draft and the free agency. You go out and you get fullback Lawrence Vickers from Houston, who blocked for Arian Foster and Ben Tate. Both of them elite runners. Let's see how the Texans do without him. You go out and get Dan Connor, who is a Penn State alum, with Sean Lee, who's playing like a beast. That is one guy right there who is going to open up some eyes in the near future and is going to be staying for a long time, bar no injury. Yes, you got rid of Lauren Robinson. That's fine. But the Cowboys addressed that in the draft, and they did it early. Morris Claiborne from LSU, great draft pick. Now, will he be an instant impact player? I think that might be too much of a stretch. It might be too much of a stretch. The difficulty that most cornerbacks coming out of the college game into the NFL, it's when those NFL receivers, those elite receivers, start getting on that double move. Okay? If Maurice Claiborne can learn, and I'm sorry, I keep saying Maurice. If Morris Claiborne learns how to press at the line and learns how to not give up so much underneath stuff by playing tight man coverage, he can do fairly well. Great accusation of Brandon Carr. That was a great way to address the cornerback position by letting go of Terrence Newman. Mike Jenkins. Obviously, he's on his last year of his contract. He's been hurt. And you hit the nail on the head. You gave up your 2nd round draft pick, moved up. And there's not a lot to lose for moving that high up in the draft and taking LSU talent. SEC talent. You play the best of the best in the SEC. Yes, you have your other players coming out of the other college divisions. Yes, I understand that. But the majority of the pack is in the SEC. All right, folks, I'm pressing up against the time here. I want to go ahead and move on from Dallas. Let's see what we have here. Dolphins, another team. Dolphins, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? You went and drafted Ryan Tannehill First round. And hold on, before you hit that dislike button, hold on. And the reason I say this is because you got Matt Moore, who obviously proved he can play. You totally neglected your wide receiver position after you've given up Brandon Marshall. You got a knee injured Devon Bess. And then after that, yeah, you want to say, okay, Brian Hartline. Okay, who else? Who do you have after that? Absolutely no one. Reggie Bush, yes, he's great in the backfield. Bet you need to stretch the field. Should have went after a receiver. You had Michael Floyd sitting right there in your lap, and you passed him up for your third quarterback. You've already got David Garrard in the offseason. You had Matt Moore, who proved he can throw the ball, and then you go and you waste a first-round draft pick on Ryan Tannehill. And granted, if he comes back and he plays lights out Peyton Manning style, then yeah, I'll eat my words. But I'm going to bet more than likely that won't happen. Michael Floyd would have been a great fill-in spot for Brandon Marshall. Great fill-in spot. Tall, big hands, can really get around those shorter corners. All right, folks. There's another team I wanted to bring up. Let's see here. Who do we have? We're going to go ahead and go with Houston Texans. You added defensive depth. You picked up your wide receiving core late in the rounds. You released Jacoby Jones. Andre Johnson's getting up there in age. I'm not going to worry about the Houston Texans. Y'all will be just fine because we all know that that offense does not revolve around Andre anymore. You know who it is. That's right. It's your big back and Arian Foster, complemented by a great shifty running back and Ben Tate. Let's see. Moving on there. Browns, excellent job and excellent job in going after Trent Richardson. You know very well that that pick was going to be gone if Cleveland did not jump on it. I want to send a quick hits here. Carolina Panthers, you drafted that linebacker, Luke Lukeley. Excuse me if I pronounced that last name wrong. Great instant impact player. Brian Urlacher status is going to come 100%. Then with John Beeson and Thomas Davis at that linebacking core, I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be hard for any running back to run up the middle or sideline to sideline because those guys are going to be there right away. Another instant impact player, Justin Blackmon, I think will be instant impact. You have Blaine Gabbert, Jacksonville Jaguars. You address that flaw there with Chad Henne. Granted, B, quarterback at best, but you're giving him weapons. You got Blackmon, you got Robinson, you got Mike Thomas, you got Maurice Jones-Drew, the human bowling ball. Y'all are on y'all's way to something good. Let's just hope all y'all can stay healthy. Do not wear out Maurice Jones-Drew more than he needs to. If he wants to miss practice, let him miss practice. That boy right there does not need to be practicing. Let's see here. Well, Andrew Luck, it's on you. You're going to be the only one who will probably not take as much heat as any of the other players. You fell into a great position. You got your tight end back from college. Andrew Luck, wish you the best of luck. Robert Griffin, can't wait to see you twice a year in the NFC East. And that's it, folks. That's all the time we have. I'm sorry, we're out of time right now. But I'm going to tell you what, we're coming back with the third episode of the NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about Derrick Rose being out. We're going to talk about Dwight Howard being out. Guys, I'm sorry if I didn't get to your teams. Leave messages, leave comments on the YouTube page. Message me on Facebook. We can have a short discussion. Like I said, I'm real busy. Got a lot of fans going on, got a lot of things going on, but I would like to hear from you. Give me your feedback. Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode 2 of Simon Said What. And before I go, Junior Seau, you will be missed. 12-time Pro Bowler. Loved watching you play. And to his family, my condolences go to you. And we end it with that in prayer. Thank you.